AJ, Marcel Louis-Jacques with ESPN. First of all, congratulations.
Nice to meet
Welcome to
you. Thank
Buffalo,
you.
more or
Thank you
less.
very much.
Um,
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited.
what was that call like from Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott, and what kind of expectations did they lay out for you as far as your role in this organization goes?
From our previous conversations, we've talked about getting after the quarterback on a consistent basis, rushing with four guys, creating pressure, and they believe I can help them out, and that's my goal, is to help the team as much as possible, get after quarterback, and just go to work. And I'm very excited to get started and meet my new teammates and everything like that. But I'm really just kind of focused on wanting to contribute. That's all I'm looking forward to.
AJ, hi, Sal Capaccio here, WGR Radio in Buffalo. First of all, congratulations. I see, you were a multi-sport athlete, basketball player, discus thrower. How has that really shaped and molded you throughout your athletic career? And really, what traits will those help in getting to the NFL as an edge rusher and defensive end?
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously basketball is it requires a lot of different parts of athleticism, whether you're talking speed, quickness, hand-eye coordination, leaping ability, and to be really good at that, you have to be pretty good at all those different factors, and it involves a lot. And then obviously throwing the discus, there's a lot of footwork involved, a lot of body control throughout the ring, and it can help with footwork and just kind of knowing where you're at when in space. And it's just, playing a lot of sports and multiple sports helps you become overall a better athlete. And I'm a real big believer in that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, AJ, John Scott here from Spectrum News in Buffalo. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
There's a clip circulating already that your first collegiate sack was against Josh Allen. Do you remember that? And take us through that. And what's that going to be like the first day you walk into that locker room?
It won't. It's not going to be awkward. I think he's a great guy, from what I heard, and he's a great quarterback. Going into that game, we knew who he was, what he's about, what he can do, and to this day, there's no quarterback I've had to sack that was a lot tougher than Josh Allen. He was really hard to bring down, and he's a really great quarterback. So I'm excited to be on the same team as him. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, AJ, congrats again on being drafted by the Bills. Just a little bit of thoughts of, joining this defensive unit that is one of the top three in the league and kind of being a part of that.
Obviously this defense has proven what it can do, and they're adding me to it so they can believe that I can contribute. And my mindset is coming in and helping the team as much as I can and doing what I can do, and just really contributing and helping the team, because that's really all I'm focused about, because the main focus is winning games.
Appreciate it.
Right.
AJ, it's Josh Reed with the CBS station here in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
You played for Kirk Ferentz there in Iowa. Obviously, a guy who considers character to be a very important, asset in his players. You had a chance, I'm sure, to meet with Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane through this. How do you feel like there are similarities in the programs?
Mm-hmm. Just taking a lot of pride in your work. At Iowa, it's tough, smart, physical is our mantra, and we hold true to that. And we aspire to be the toughest players on the field, the smartest and the most physical. And it really comes down to the basics of football. And I'm really excited to go to an organization like this. because of the similarities, and that I've already kind of maybe gotten my feet wet a little bit. But this is a whole new experience, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Thanks and congrats.
Thank you.
Hi, AJ, Alexa Ross, WRFC here in Rochester. I was just wondering, you see a really big jump from your freshman year to your sophomore year. You went from 2 to 10.5 tackles. You've already made big jumps like that before. What's the mindset making that jump from college to the NFL?
I mean, I'm starting from the bottom, and I got to work myself up. I mean, I'm going into a program. No one obviously on the team knows about me. They don't know anything about me, so I got to come in ready to work and prove myself to my teammates. And whenever my time comes in the games, to contribute as much as possible and just help the team in any way I can. And so I'm really looking forward to it. And I mean, it's just exciting. I'm very excited to be a part of this program.
Hey, AJ, Matt Fairburn from The Athletic here. I'm curious what the last couple of days was like for you. Obviously, you know, having to be isolated there with your family and kind of watching the draft and then seeing the first round unfold and just what your emotions were like going through this sort of once in a lifetime experience.
I mean, obviously, I was looking forward into possibly being the first round draft pick. But I just needed one team to give me an opportunity, and that's what the Bills have done. And I'm looking to make the most of it. And I mean, like I said earlier, I'm starting from the bottom, and I'm going to try and work my way up. And I'm excited to be a part of this organization.
Who'd you spend the weekend with?
I've been with my family, my mom, dad, my siblings, and my grandfather, and my mom's brother who lives in town as well.
Awesome. Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
Hi, AJ. Jay Skursky with the Buffalo News. Congratulations. You touched on it a little bit there. I think most people expected you out in the mock draft world to be a first-round pick. Was last night a little bit tough for you, and were you, quite frankly, surprised that you did slide out of the first round?
I mean, I knew my time would come, and I was just waiting for my name to be called and the phone to ring, and it was a little disappointing. But I'm very excited to be a part of this organization. I mean, I sound like a broken record right now, but it's truly a blessing to be able to be a part of this organization, to be able to go to Buffalo. I had a lot of good conversations with their coaching staff, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Hey, AJ, I'm Jenna Cottrell from out of Rochester. Congratulations on being picked. I guess there's so much build up to this moment. What does this feel like for you, the fact that you're going to be joining an NFL organization? And I guess also, how much communication have you been with in the Bills leading up to this in the process?
It's very exciting. I mean, no words can really describe how I'm feeling, but I'm just very happy and very excited to join this program. But it's just been really a lot of anticipation, a lot of anxiety building up to this. Past few days have been really fun, being with the family and stuff. But I mean, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it, and it's crazy how this is kind of all happening.
All right, I guess it's my turn. Hey, AJ, it's Heather Prusak from the CBS station here in Buffalo. First of all, congratulations. We've hit on a lot of topics so far, I know. But I just want to know, who do you model your game after, like currently in the NFL, would you say?
If there was a player that I said I looked up to the most growing up and wanted to be like currently still, it would be J.J. Watt. Just with his versatility of being able to play outside and inside, and our builds are somewhat similar, being bigger guys and not necessarily the speed guys off the edge, but not the big guys in the middle, and we can play both if we really need to. And the success he's had, and it's unbelievable. And just kind of mimicking that and wanting to strive to be like that is something that's a good thing to chase.
Thanks, AJ. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Hey, AJ, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Matt Perino from Syracuse.com. Obviously, it's an exciting time for you. You mentioned, talking to the coaching staff about coming in here, and they're really big in terms of, rushing as a unit. We talked to Ed Oliver a lot about that last year. I mean, what did you talk about with them in terms of what you can learn from the veterans that are in this room, like Jerry Hughes and Mario Addison? I think that, Ed was very high on that in his rookie season last year.
In all reality, you want to be able to find veterans that can help you out and that can teach you how to be a professional. And I feel like this is a great place to do that with the success they've had over the past few seasons and what they're building, and finding those guys on the team and building relationships and them teaching me and showing me how to do this and this way and stuff like that. It'll be great learning opportunities for me and something that I can really start to pick up on. And I'll be very grateful for all those teammates that would be willing to help me out there.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. I guess I'm up, AJ. It's Vic Carucci from the Buffalo News. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. So Sean McDermott, Brandon Beane, they put this highest premium, as I'm sure you well know by now, on character. Good person as well as great football player. You, by all indications, fit on every count. But if you could just explain it from your perspective, how important that's been to you, your dad ingraining the physical conditioning thing with you from the time you were young. You eat and breathe football. So if you could kind of articulate how all of that fits, you think makes you the right fit for the Bills, those reasons, in addition, of course, to your football play.
Well, I'm sure you guys have probably heard the story of my dad and how he came here and at Iowa, and he was a walk-on, and he kind of ingrained that walk-on mentality into me and my siblings growing up, and how nothing's really given, everything is earned, and that's how the world works. And don't be surprised whenever when you ask for something, you just don't get it. That's not how things go. And so from a young age and doing all that stuff, training and trying to build that extra conditioning and build your body and trying to be as physically fit as you can be, so you can showcase your talents off to coaches everywhere, whether it's in games, at camps, all this stuff growing up, and just being able to show what you can do because of all the hard work you put in behind the scenes. So that's kind of how it's been throughout my life, trying to not be kind of showboaty and bright, kind of stick behind the scenes and get the hard work done. And then when it's time to shine, go out there and do what you do. And that's really how it's been growing up, and how it's been taught to me.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Hey, AJ, Matt Bove here with the Channel 7 in Buffalo. I want to apologize for us collectively as a group for media. We normally don't wait 40 seconds to ask you a question, but the Zoom call has a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
That said, Bills fans are now searching your name on Google and on social media, and they're finding out about your hand skills and your strength off the edge and all of these things about you. But what are the things that they won't be able to find about you, whether that be you as a player or you as a person?
Just that I feel I'm a pretty good guy. I feel like, I enjoy the people. I love the fans at Iowa, and I'm going to grow to love the fans in Buffalo. I want to give them what they want. I want to make plays. I want to be a part of the team, and I want to contribute. And so what they'll find out about me is that I'm very dedicated, very loyal, and that, I play the game for my family and everything like that. And so I just I feel like I do things the right way, and I just want to be able to continue to do that and to play well.
Congrats, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, AJ, Marcel Louis-Jacques from ESPN again. Do you have any idea what the next few weeks are going to look like for you? Traditionally, this is a time where draftees can fly into their new city, see the facilities, meet the coaches, eventually rookie camp in the next couple of weeks. But with this adjusted offseason, what are the next few weeks going to look like for you?
I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be receiving like conditioning and different workouts from the organization, from the team. And it's going to be on me to do those and to get in shape for camp and all the stuff that's coming up next, because we don't know whenever the pandemic's going to be, let down. We can all start going back out in the public. So it's really just if I can continue to grind and keep working to be ready whenever it's time to go. And just really kind of stick to that at this point.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, Josh Reed here again. The Micah Hyde, Bill's safety, is a very proud Iowa guy. Have you had any talks with him? Have you ever met him? Do you have a relationship with him at all?
No, I've never met Micah, but I've obviously seen what he can do. And he worked under Coach Parker. And so we have that. We have that in common, being able to play for the same D coordinator. But obviously he's a very good football player, and that example of him catching that onside kick and returning it, it's just absolutely amazing. Just showcases his athleticism right there. And so it's always good to have other Iowa guys around, but I'm excited to meet everybody and learn my new teammates and all that stuff.
AJ, John Scott here again from Spectrum News in Buffalo. A lot of people will look at your 40 time and make certain judgments about the type of athlete you are. Why would you say that you can't just look at the 40 to determine what type of an edge rusher and an athlete you are?
I guess I'd never considered myself a speed guy. I've never really wowed anybody ever with my speed. But when it comes to the fundamentals and the details, it's something that growing up we kind of harped on and worked on all the time. And then at Iowa, it's something that we really focus on and really grind every single day. And so I don't try to show these amazing things. I try to do what I do what I'm good at, and work on my weaknesses all the time, and just trying to be improvement driven.
Thank you.
Hey, AJ, John Worrell with the Associated Press here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kind of like a double question. What made you feel you were ready to take the next step after last year? And how familiar are you with what Buffalo's done over the 3 years, under Coach McDermott and Brandon Beane?
Just playing at Iowa and working my way through the ranks there, and then playing football. It's been good. It's been a lot of fun. And then it honestly just kind of was a feel thing. Me and my family felt like we're ready to take the next step, and how I played through the first 3 years. And we were confident that taking the next step, it was the right time. And to be honest, I haven't watched much football, much NFL football. Spent a lot of time on Sundays in the film room and with the team. And so I didn't catch many NFL games. And Not many Bills games to be even more specific, but I'm excited to be a part of the program. I'm excited to learn more.
Thanks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, AJ, Scott Docterman here from The Athletic. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, congrats. And wanted to ask you about kind of since November, from November and into the bowl season, nobody had more sacks than you in Power 5. I think you had 8. And then once you went to the combine, there just seems to be kind of almost a tear down of you in your physical skills or whatever. How did you take that, and how frustrating was it that you didn't get a pro day to kind of be able to show what you could or you could do on a better day?
I mean, it was upsetting. Being a part at the combine, it was an honor to go to the combine and be a part of it. And I was disappointed on the way that I performed, because I know that I was able to, or I knew that I would be able to perform better. And pro day was also another disappointment. It's sad that the whole pandemic and everything that's going on, because I know at Iowa doing the pro day, all my numbers would have improved and maybe changed some opinions, but that's just not the case here. And it's just back to the drawing board and back to work, and just taking it every day by day. That's really it, and just having the confidence. And I'm glad that Buffalo's given me an opportunity, and I want to be able to show them what I can do.
AJ Sal Capaccio, WGR in Buffalo again. Real quick, two-part question. Number one, how have you been staying in shape during the pandemic with all the rules that are in place for everyone, obviously? And what do you know about Buffalo? Not the team, but the area and the city, anything at all?
So one of my childhood buddies growing up, his dad owns a private gym in their backyard and their property. And it's really nice. It's similar to a CrossFit style gym. They got the free weights, they got machines and stuff like that. So all the stuff in there I could ever need, it's there. And conditioning wise, we've been doing some running at some open fields in town, and on the sidewalk next to the street, going up the big hill and stuff like that. It's just kind of tough because the police will come kick you off the field if you're out there and stuff. So there's that. And to be honest with you, I don't know really anything about Buffalo. Never been there. I know it's cold, but that won't be anything new. It's coming from Iowa and the Midwest. So yeah.
Thank you.
AJ, Thad Brown in Rochester, congratulations, first of all, again. I know you probably didn't imagine, when you're growing up, that your welcome to the NFL moment would be in this world with social distancing, everybody staying at home, and no giant stage, no million of people at the draft. What has this experience been like for you to kind of get drafted this way, to be at home? I don't know if you're planning to go to Las Vegas at all, but to kind of have a more muted, celebration to be you're entering into the NFL moment.
I mean, it's disappointing, I guess. We would have gone to Vegas. It would have been a lot of fun, and we would have enjoyed our time a whole lot. But that's just not how it works. I mean, the pandemic, everything's going on. We've been quarantined. We've been staying here, and me and my family are very close. And so it's been pretty easy to stay here with my family, me and my siblings, and everybody. So it's different, but I mean, this is a new thing for everybody, whether it's coaches, players, all the people involved. No one's ever gone through a time like this. And so everyone's just taking it day by day and just doing what they do and trying to make the most of it.
Thanks, man.
Hey, AJ, Heather Prusak again from the CBS station here in Buffalo. I know you said you don't know much about, the area, the fans and how passionate they are. What is your message to Bills Mafia? Just anything you want to say to them. I mean, they're already, just judging by social media, everyone's already really excited about the pick. What's your message to Bills Mafia just right off the bat?
I'm extremely excited to be a part of this organization, be a part of this team. From what they've shown, I know from the defensive line and just talking to the coaches, it's building up to something great, and I'm glad that I can be a part of it. And it's something that I just want to be able to contribute to. That's really all I want to do. Is I want to contribute. I want to win games. And I want to be able to bring home games, bring home W's to Buffalo. That's what it's about, and that's what I want to do.
AJ, I can appreciate what you said earlier by, saying basically, look, I was just waiting for my opportunity. You were disappointed that you didn't go in the first round, but at the end of the day, you're human. You had 32 teams basically look at you and go, you're not good enough for our team. And then several teams in the second round look at you and go, you're still not good enough for our team. There's got to be some sort of chip on your shoulder when that happens.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I always try to play with a chip on the shoulder, give yourself a little extra motivation. But especially now, I mean, I was number 54. There's 53 other people that were picked in front of me, and it's not the number, I guess. But in the end, all I needed was one team to give me an opportunity, and that's what the Bills are doing. And I'm very grateful. I'm very excited to be a part of this program, and I'm going to give them everything I got.
Are you fueled on stuff like that, though? Is that something that fuels you a little bit?
Yeah, it gets me fired up, and I want to be able to go out there and prove people that that they shouldn't have doubted me. But I mean, when it comes down to it, it's all about the team. It's all about producing for them, and it's all about being it together.
Thanks, AJ.